Welcome to US Citizenship Test practice. Join our WhatsApp group. The link is given in description. Let's begin. Question 1. What is the supreme law of the land? Answer: the U.S. Constitution. Question 2. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Answer: Franklin Roosevelt. Question 3. What is one power that is only for the federal government? Answer: print paper money. Question 4. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? Answer: to stop the spread of communism. Question 5. How many U.S. senators are there? Answer: 100. Question 6. What is the economic system of the United States? Answer: capitalism. Question 7. What is one example of an American innovation? Answer: the light bulb. Question 8. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Answer: freed the slaves. Question 9. Who appoints federal judges? Answer: the President. Question 10. What is the highest court in the United States? Answer: the Supreme Court. Question 11. Why is the Electoral College important? Answer: it decides who is elected president. Question 12. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? Answer: the American Revolution. Question 13. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? Answer: powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. Question 14. Who vetoes bills? Answer: the President. Question 15. How long is a term for a U.S. Senator? Answer: 6 years. Question 16. What are 2 examples of civic participation in the United States? Answer: vote and run for office. Question 17. What is the name of the national anthem? Answer: the Star-Spangled Banner. Question 18. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Answer: citizens in their district. Question 19. What does the Bill of Rights protect? Answer: the basic rights of Americans. Question 20. What is the form of government of the United States? Answer: republic. Question 21. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Answer: Louisiana. Question 22. What does "we the people" mean? Answer: self-govern. Question 23. Name the 3 branches of government. Answer: Congress, the President, and the courts. Question 24. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Answer: because there are 50 states. Question 25. What U.S. war ended slavery? Answer: the Civil War. Question 26. Who signs bills to become laws? Answer: the President. Question 27. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Answer: writer of the Declaration of Independence. Question 28. What is the capital of the United States? Answer: Washington, D.C. Question 29. What is one power of the President? Answer: Signs bills into law. Question 30. What is one part of the judicial branch? Answer: The Supreme Court. Question 31. What is the rule of law? Answer: Everyone must follow the law. Question 32. What are two parts of the U.S. Congress? Answer: The Senate and the House. Question 33. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? Answer: 27. Question 34. Why did the United States enter World War I? Answer: To support the Allied powers. Question 35. What does the President's cabinet do? Answer: Advises the President. Question 36. What are two cabinet-level positions? Answer: Attorney General and Vice President. Question 37. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Answer: J.D. Vance. Question 38. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Answer: Because there were 13 original colonies. Question 39. What founding document was written in 1787? Answer: The U.S. Constitution. Question 40. What is Independence Day? Answer: The country's birthday. Question 41. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Answer: Vote. Question 42. What did the Civil Rights Movement do? Answer: It fought to end racial discrimination. Question 43. What does the judicial branch do? Answer: Reviews laws. Question 44. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military? Answer: The President. Question 45. What was the Great Depression? Answer: The longest economic recession in modern history. Question 46. Why were the Federalist Papers important? Answer: They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution. Question 47. What major event happened on September 11, 2001? Answer: Terrorists attacked the United States. Question 48. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? Answer: For life. Question 49. Why do Supreme Court justices serve for life? Answer: To be independent of politics. Question 50. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Answer: Susan B. Anthony. Question 51. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives? Answer: 435. Question 52. Who lived in America before Europeans arrived? Answer: Native Americans. Question 53. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Answer: Russia. Question 54. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Answer: Thomas Jefferson. Question 55. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Answer: Donald Trump. Question 56. What is the supreme law of the land? Answer: the U.S. Constitution. Question 57. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? Answer: says all people are created equal. Question 58. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? Answer: July 4, 1776. Question 59. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Answer: Africans. Question 60. What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? Answer: freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and freedom of religion. Question 61. What is Veterans Day? Answer: a holiday to honor people in the U.S. military. Question 62. How can people become United States citizens? Answer: naturalize. Question 63. Who elects U.S. senators? Answer: citizens from their state. Question 64. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Answer: required by law. Question 65. Who does a U.S. senator represent? Answer: citizens of their state. Question 66. What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States are U.S. citizens? Answer: the 14th Amendment. Question 67. How many senators does each state have? Answer: 2. Question 68. What is one power of the U.S. Congress? Answer: writes laws. Question 69. What part of the federal government writes laws? Answer: the U.S. Congress. Question 70. When did all women get the right to vote? Answer: after World War I. Question 71. Why does each state have 2 senators? Answer: equal representation. Question 72. What are 2 important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution? Answer: liberty and equality. Question 73. What was the war between the North and the South? Answer: the Civil War. Question 74. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Answer: World War I. Question 75. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? Answer: the United States. Question 76. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Answer: forms the government. Question 77. Why did the United States enter World War II? Answer: to support the Allied powers. Question 78. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Answer: father of our country. Question 79. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? Answer: the Declaration of Independence. Question 80. When did the Great Depression start? Answer: the Great Crash of 1929. Question 81. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury? Answer: U.S. citizens. Question 82. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Answer: Mike Johnson. Question 83. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Answer: the Civil War. Question 84. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Answer: freed the slaves. Question 85. What are two promises new citizens make in the Oath of Allegiance? Answer: obey the laws of the United States and be loyal to the United States. Question 86. What is one power that is only for the states? Answer: give a driver's license. Question 87. What is Memorial Day? Answer: a holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. Question 88. What is the capital of your state? Answer: answers will vary. Question 89. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Answer: New York. Question 90. Name one document that influenced the U.S. Constitution. Answer: the Declaration of Independence. Question 91. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Answer: communism. Question 92. What are four amendments to the Constitution about voting? Describe one. Answer: any citizen can vote. Question 93. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? Answer: 4 years. Question 94. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President? Answer: the Vice President. Question 95. The President is in charge of which branch of government? Answer: the Executive Branch. Question 96. The President can serve only 2 terms. Why? Answer: the 22nd Amendment. Question 97. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? Answer: to more closely follow public opinion. Question 98. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Answer: John Roberts. Question 99. What is the highest court in the United States? Answer: the Supreme Court. Question 100. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Answer: Crow. Question 101. What war occurred after September 11, 2001? Answer: the war in Iraq. Question 102. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? Answer: to stop the spread of communism. Question 103. What are the words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness found in? Answer: the Declaration of Independence. Question 104. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. Answer: one of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Question 105. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. Answer: U.S. diplomat. Question 106. The Federalist Papers supported passage of the Constitution. Name one writer. Answer: James Madison. Question 107. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. Answer: one of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Question 108. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Answer. Lincoln was assassinated. Question 109. Name one reason the colonists came to America. Answer. Freedom. Question 110. Name one reason Americans declared independence from Britain. Answer. High taxes. Question 111. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? Answer. 5. Question 112. There are 3 branches of government. Why? Answer. Checks and balances. Question 113. Some states have more representatives than others. Why? Answer. Because they have more people. Question 114. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? Answer. Citizens in their district. Question 115. How long is the term for a member of the House of Representatives? Answer. 2 years. Question 116. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. Answer. New Year's Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. Question 117. Who is the governor of your state now? Answer. Answers will vary. Question 118. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Answer. Answers will vary. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest updates of U.S. Citizenship Test practice. Join our WhatsApp group, the link is given in description. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.